What do we have?
Break it.
Central Florida cornerback Mac McWilliams.
Mac the Knife.
He was a player that I think I talked about last night in the
Yes,
video
you
that's
did.
up on our YouTube page. Yeah, as a potential like Avonte Maddox like pseudo replacement there. This is a guy that's played inside and outside over the course of his career with UCF. I thought he had one of the better weeks of practice of any corner down in Mobile at the Senior Bowl. Looked really good in one-on-ones, but a competitive corner. I'm going to go through my report on him really quick.
Before you do, we're going to make this the Shady Rays future is bright. The Eagles drafting UCF cornerback Mac McWilliams, a very similar profile to Avonte Maddox, as you mentioned it. Break it down for us, Mr. Duffy.
Yeah, 4-year starter at 2 different programs. Began his career, obviously finished at UCF, but began his career at UAB, transferred there after the 2022 season. Scrappy corner, compact frame. He's built more for the slot, but I do think that he has the
5'10", 191.
Yes, shorter arms as well. Built more for the slot, but I do think he has the mindset and the athleticism to handle perimeter duties in the right system as well. Very confident corner. He plays with an edge. I love the way he attacks the football downhill. He's able to hit pocket and read routes at the intermediate area. When I say that, when I have that in my report, I've talked many times about how much I value those reps where guys have to face one-on-one coverage against routes that break at the intermediate area. So we're talking like deep dig routes, comeback routes, deep curl routes, because there you've got to gear up as if the receiver's going to run vertically like a go ball, but then you've got to gear back down. So that requires route instincts and then athleticism. I thought McWilliams was a player that had the ability to do that. There were some rough reps in the slot. I thought that he's got to get a little bit better there. But again, Avonte Maddox never played the slot at Pitt. At Pitt, he was an outside corner only, so that's fine in terms of making that projection. I thought that he could get in trouble letting receivers with a two-way go get on top of him. His ball skills, a little bit of a question mark. Again, that's a little bit less worrisome in the slot. His size is definitely a limitation at times in the run game, but there's a lot to like about the player. I would not rule him out in terms of finding starting work in the NFL. I did think it was more likely that he would be a flexible backup in the league.
What a breakdown.
Fantastic.
I like McWilliams. Team captain last year as well.
Ran a 4.41 40-yard dash at the combine. Didn't jump particularly well. He had a 34-inch vertical jump, but this is absolutely from the Avonte Maddox school. And I think this was an important thing for them to add, was a guy who gives them a little bit of backup flexibility for Cooper DeJean in the slot.
No, that's a good point. And some of the guys they brought in were of that ilk. Mac McWilliams, by going with like a UCF player who transfers from UAB, this is a scouts pick, right? This is a pick where the scouts kind of target a guy like that. You're looking for someone to fill that slot role. I've said consistently that I think long-term Cooper DeJean is going to be an outside corner for the Eagles. Now, I'm not saying Mac McWilliams is their eventual slot cornerback, but the theory is you can find slot corners this time of draft. It's harder to find starting outside corners, and that's why I thought Cooper DeJean would ultimately profile there. So I'm going to defer to Fran here totally. I haven't watched Mac McWilliams at all, but the profile makes sense, and it's also noteworthy here, 4 picks, 4 defensive players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Point.